Hi, my name is Wes Clark. I'm the President of LIES, Linguistic Interrogation Expert Services. One of the many powerful things about using investigative statement analysis is you can obtain written statements from several people all at the same time. The traditional way officers have conducted interviews and obtained statements in the past was to interview the individual and then they write the statement out for them. This takes a lot more time because everyone has to be interviewed separately. Using statement analysis, when an officer comes to a scene, they can easily separate all the witnesses and hand them a separate statement paper and ask them to write down everything that happened. That obtains a peer version account of what they witnessed, which can be later reviewed and further developed through detailed analysis if needed. This is great for potential suspects as well. So say there are 5 daycare workers who were working when a child was injured through what appears to be a shaken baby case. You can have each of these people write out their account of their day starting from the time they arrived at work until they ended their day. The worker responsible for shaking and injuring that child certainly knows they did it, and the other 4 know they didn't do it. By understanding how guilty knowledge and deception apprehension affects what people say and write, the trained investigator will be able to prioritize the interviews based on the most likely suspect. Just think how an innocent person would account for their day at the daycare in that situation versus the person who intentionally injured that child. We also use this technique with an internal theft at a bank after an audit found approximately $5,000 missing. All the tellers working that day the money was missing were simply asked to write down everything they did from the time they arrived at work until the time they ended their day. In less than 20 minutes, we had all 5 statements. Only one stood out as displaying indicators of sensitivity and potential deception. And all the others wrote their statements were consistent with a truthful recall. We sat down with this lady who wrote the statement with the issues in it, and within 45 minutes she admitted to taking the money, and on top of that she admitted taking significantly more money over time, which was not even identified as missing or stolen at this point. Using investigative statement analysis, we can obtain statements from several witnesses one at a time, and we can screen several possible suspects at one time as well. This allows investigators to capture the initial account from everyone without influencing the content, and it also helps to prioritize the interviewing process.